What is up, everybody? It's Friday, which means it's time for the NAG show. In this jam-packed episode, we bring you all the best gaming and tech tidbits from South Africa and the world. But before we get into anything further, we have a hot major news alert here from the NAG office.
Guys, so great news. We've just been listed on Takealot. So from tomorrow, you'll get that magazine on Takealot. Isn't it cool?
Yes, NAG fam, we are live on Takealot. Now, if you don't know by now, NAG magazine is back in print. It's glossy, it's gorgeous, and it still smells like Victory and toner. Iconic. But what if I told you your NAG experience could be elevated with a few strategically placed basket items that you can find right now on Takealot? Let's explore in a segment I'd like to call Things on Takealot that go perfectly with your NAG magazine. The tactical headlamp. Real gamers know that if you're reading your NAG magazine under the blanket fort at 2 a.m., you need hands-free illumination for those glossy double-page spreads. Here's a tactical headlamp because your eyeballs deserve Battlefield 6 level readiness. Game Assault. When you top up on Game Assault as a gift to someone, you can also include the latest NAG magazine for them to dry their tears with. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Snack packs. Here's the reality. Once you start reading NAG, you're not moving for 6 hours. Be prepared. Don't risk starvation mid-feature. A walking pad. Read NAG. Walk. Game. Walk again. Rage at that kill. Yes, it was definitely a cheater. Walk some more. Rage walk. Game. Repeat. Your lifestyle just got an upgrade with a walking pad. Plus, you look super intimidating with those bound socks. Bonus points if you bring your snack basket along. And of course, a portable braai. The only thing hotter than the new GPU in the NAG review section are the lamb chops you're grilling while reading it. Remember, real gamers braai while reading the benchmark results on their next upgrade. Bonus points if you buy a real circle boss. We're not savages here. So the next time you're on Takealot buying groceries, a VR headset, or that flamethrower-shaped braai tong, remember, none of it is complete without NAG magazine. Bundle up, baby! Okay, back to the show. In this episode, we delve into the best and most exciting games and hardware that you can lay your hands on. For everything else, check out nag.co.za. Foldable phones have not really interested me much. They look cool, but in reality, that screen crease, the folding mechanism, and the size completely put me off. Then I saw the Fold 7 at the Samsung Unpacked event a few weeks ago, and I was very intrigued. This version of the Fold looks better in every way I can imagine. But how does it perform in the pocket, so to speak? Our review unit just arrived, and I'll be putting this phone through its paces over the next few weeks. So far, I must admit, the experience is really good. That is because this phone is basically the size of the S25 Ultra, but you can fold it open and use that magnificent 8-inch AMOLED display. The sub-display is also an impressive screen at 6.5 inches. At just 250 grams and only 4.2 millimeters thin when it's unfolded, it redefines pocketable tablets. The phone is made with advanced armor aluminum and Gorilla Glass ceramic too for durability. The phone's performance itself is impressive, but this is not a phone for serious gamers. It can certainly run games, but you'll see what I mean a bit later. Taking a first look at the benchmarks, the scores are the same on both screens, even though that big 8.5 has got that 120Hz display. 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme produced a score of 6,556, while Solar Bay hit a score of 9,261. Ultimately, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 offers a rare combination of foldable innovation and muscle. It delivers standout visuals on its expansive main display, it's got a powerful chipset for performance, and it's got AI-rich multitasking. Though I have to say, gamers seeking prolonged peak-tier performance are likely to encounter thermal limits that undercuts sustained frame rate stability. For casual to moderate play, the Fold 7 is impressive, but it's really aimed at business users who need big screen real estate for work purposes, or content creators looking for that big screen editing experience. Look out for a full review on the Samsung Fold 7 on NAG soon. You may have noticed this little microphone on my hoodie. It's the DJI Mic Mini, and it's a portable mic system for content creators. Retailing at just 3,300 Rand, the Mic Mini is taking on an increasingly growing portable market that is spearheaded by content creators, videographers in the casual and professional markets, and marketers trying their hand at TikTok videos. DJI's Mic Mini released late last year as a compact, lower-cost sibling to the flagship Mic 2. It delivers remarkably clear sound in a package that barely weighs anything. The transmitters tip the scale at just 10 grams each, secured magnetically or via the built-in clip, making them almost invisible on clothing or gear. Apart from those Lightning and USB-C connectors, there's also a 3.5mm TRS audio cable to connect to any audio input. I also like that this kit comes with 2 dead kittens, or wind protectors if you will. This helps minimize wind noise when shooting outside. And I also love that it comes in a beautiful charging case that also gives you over 48 hours of charging capabilities, while the Mic Minis themselves give you around 11 hours on the hardware. Other nice features include the 5-level gain adjustment dial, auto leveling, and dual track recording so that you always have a secondary recording for backup. This one automatically records at a lower volume should your main track have clipped. So far I'm impressed with the package and the audio quality. I mean, that 32-bit floating internal recording is nothing to snicker at. This is pro-level stuff. How good is your video game knowledge? Think you know your stuff? Then see if you can answer the one question in this week's Quest for Knowledge. According to Steam's April 2025 hardware survey, which new NVIDIA GPUs appeared for the first time? Check out the answer at the end of the show, the very end. Recharge is a new high-speed RC racing game available in early access on Steam and developed by indie studio Room Games. It's a polished blend of simulation and arcade-style racing, or simcade as the genre is affectionately known, set across a variety of imaginative tracks, including skate parks, dirt trails, festivals, and national RC circuits. Recharge throws players into a world where tuning your chassis and nailing tight corners is as satisfying as nailing a perfect lap in a full-scale racer. The game supports both solo and competitive multiplayer, with up to 12 players per race, and a ghost mode that lets you battle for leaderboard dominance. As an early access title, Recharge is still evolving. The roadmap includes real-time multiplayer modes, official licensed RC brands, and deeper customization systems. And the developer is actively in the community, constantly taking player feedback to shape new updates. While the game isn't without a few rough edges, like some occasional performance hitches, it's already built a solid foundation. It also plays well on portable handheld gaming devices, which makes it perfect for pick-up-and-play sessions. The game still needs some work though, and the store page visuals make it seem a lot more polished than it is. Recharge is a great game for a few races, but as an early access title, it lacks depth that hook and makes you want to play more. And now, hot looks at first tech. That doesn't make sense. First looks at hot tech. There we go. I first saw the XPG Mars 980 Storm at Computex last year. This drive is a high-performance PCIe Gen 5 SSD that marks a bold step into next-gen storage for gamers and content creators, demanding blistering speed and thermal reliability. Built on the NVMe 2 protocol and leveraging a cutting-edge controller, this drive pushes sequential read and write speeds of up to 14,000 megabytes per second and 13,000 megabytes per second, respectively. It's essentially doubling what Gen 4's has to offer. What's immediately striking about the Mars 980 Storm is its active cooling solution. Rather than relying solely on passive heatsinks, XPG has equipped this drive with a patented liquid and fan-cooled heat dissipation design. This, combined with copper heat pipes, increases the heat dissipation surface area, while twin fans generate strong airflow to remove heat efficiently. This thing is over-the-top, next-level tech. According to XPG, it's a necessary design choice given the power demands and thermal outputs of Gen 5 SSDs, especially in tight motherboard configurations. Ultimately, the Mars 980 Storm isn't just about raw speed. It's a high-end solution aimed at high-end desktops and workstations that want to harness PCIe 5's full bandwidth. Still, for bleeding-edge enthusiasts, this drive represents one of the fastest and most robust SSDs currently available. And if you don't believe me, check out the benchmarks. The XPG Mars 980 Storm performed on spec, hitting the read and write speed spec without breaking a sweat. At around 5,000 Rand, this 2TB drive can deliver on the goods if you have a high-end PC, and I'd suggest you check it out. If you want to read and see more about the gaming and hardware that we play with here at NAG, hop over to nag.co.za and get your fix on. And if you've not already done so, check out the latest NAG magazine on Takealot or shop.nag.co.za. Until next week.